Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Longhorns will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys? Each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field. And I think what makes the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great way to start this game. One of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out. They can start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Made a defender miss. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Texas offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Robinson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got the quick pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Off-play action. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. Boards up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He'll try it again. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the 1st. Robinson looking to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you gotta pull up. 15-yard penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback will keep it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just an excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Robinson will throw. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out, dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. That's caught. It's Fry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Fry. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Robinson looking to pass. The short hands, it's Armour. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Pride. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man down the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Robinson will throw. He's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Texas! Put it in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers and even even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ortega. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns are facing third and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Robinson looking to pass. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to sneak it. Gets it past the marker.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hauls it in, and he's still running after the move. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Robinson will throw. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Snap it to the back. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of there he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Robinson looking to pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. First play of the drive wants to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to keep it in the air. Dances away to buy time. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. To the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, Tuesday. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a third and long. Robinson will throw. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt.
And they could not afford that giveaway on special teams. Of course, they're losing. They need another possession to get back in this one. And now handing it back to the opponent, they might find themselves in an even deeper hole.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a...
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you